next we have more of a freestyle kind of round where I'll ask somebody to speak about any topic that they want for 2 minutes. And in this, we want to see how much of the colloquial variation can be understood. Because so far we focused a bit more on the formal side. Now we'll talk
Yeah.
about the informal side. So I think we can first start with the Tamil speech, let's say.
சரி. ஸோ நான் ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன். எனக்கு வந்து சின்ன வயசுலேருந்தே மழைனா ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். 4, 5 வயசுலேருந்தே எனக்கு இந்த மழை பெய்ய ஆரம்பிச்சாலே அந்த மழையே பார்த்துட்டு இருப்பேன். ஏன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்னா வந்து இந்த சென்னையோ இல்ல தமிழ்நாடு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, ஆ இந்தியா வந்து எல்லா எல்லா இடத்துலயும் வெயில் காலத்துல சூடா தான் இருக்கும். இங்கேயும் அப்படிதான் இருக்கும். பட் இங்க என்னன்னா, வெயில் காலம் வந்து 3, 4 மாசம் மட்டும் இல்ல. அது வந்து ஒரு 6, 7 மாசம் வந்து ஏப்ரல் மாசத்துல தொடங்கினா கிட்டத்தட்ட செப்டம்பர் வரைக்கும் இங்க வெயில் அடிச்சுட்டு தான் இருக்கும். ஸோ அதனாலயோ என்னமோ தெரியல, மழைய பார்த்தாலே இங்க ஒரு 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 சந்தோஷம், ஒரு குளிர்ச்சி. அதனால வந்து எனக்கு அ சின்ன வயசுலேருந்தே ரொம்ப பிடிச்ச விஷயம். அண்ட் அதே மாரி நம்ம இந்தியால தான் வந்து கிட்டத்தட்ட அதிகமா மழை பெய்யற இடங்கள்லாம் வந்து இந்தியால தான் இருக்கு. அ அ உலகத்திலேயே அதிகமா மழை பெய்யற இடம் வந்து உங்களுக்கு வடகிழக்குல வந்து சிரப்புஞ்சி, மாசென்றம் அந்த மாரிலாம் இடங்கள் இருக்கு. அதே மாரி இங்க தென்னிந்தியால வந்து இந்த மேற்கு தொடர்ச்சி மலையில வந்து ஏகப்பட்ட இடங்கள்ல வந்து வருஷத்துக்கு 600 சென்டிமீட்டர் மேல மழை பெய்யற இடங்கள்லாம் கூட நெறைய இருக்கு. இதுல ஆகும்பேன்னு ஒரு இடம் வந்து சிரப்புஞ்சி ஆஃப் த சவுத் அப்டின்ட்டு இங்கிலீஷ்ல சொல்லுவாங்க. ஸோ அந்த மாரி இடங்கள்லாம் கூட இங்க இருக்கு. எனக்கு வந்து அந்த மாரி இடங்களுக்கு அ இந்த நான் இந்த மழை காலத்துல போறதுன்னா வந்து ரொம்ப அ இஷ்டம். நானும் போவேன். 2018லேருந்து கோவிட் இயர் தவிர மத்த எல்லா வருஷமும் எய்தர் இந்த பக்கம் அ இந்த மேற்கு தொடர்ச்சி மலையோ, இல்ல ஒரு வாட்டி சிரப்புஞ்சி கூட போயிருக்கேன். அ அ ஸோ இது இந்த அந்த தண்ணியோ, இல்ல மழையோ வந்து நம்மளுக்கு ஐ மீன் ஒரு விதத்துல இங்க ஒரு அ ஒரு சந்தோஷத்த குடுத்தாலும், இட் இஸ் ஆல்சோ ஒரு லைக் அது ஒரு லைஃப் கிவர் அப்படின்ட்டு இங்கிலீஷ்ல அவங்க சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா? ஈவன் நம்ம தமிழ் இலக்கணத்துல இந்த சங்க காலத்து இலக்கியத்துல கூட ஈவன் திருக்குறள்ல கூட பாத்தீங்கன்னா, இந்த மழையோட இது ஒரு அது ஏன் லைக் அதோட இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் பத்தி நெறைய அ ஒரு குறள் ஒரு இதுவே இருக்கு. ஸோ கிட்டத்தட்ட வந்து "மழைதான் உணவு" அப்படின்ட்டு ஒரு இடத்துல ஒரு குறள்ல இருக்கு. அதே மாரி மழை வந்து கம்மியா பெஞ்சாலும் கஷ்டம், அதிகமா பெஞ்சாலும் கஷ்டம் அப்படின்றது வந்து நெறைய இடத்துல குறள்லயும் போட்டிருக்கு. ஸோ அது அதோட நான் முடிச்சுக்கிறேன். இத வந்து இங்கிலீஷ்ல யூஸ் பண்ணாம கஷ்டமா எவ்வளவு தமிழ்ல பேசுறது ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருந்தது. ஆனாலும் இங்கிலீஷ் நெறைய வந்துருச்சு முடியல.
Should I translate what he said? Because
No, I mean just tell
Yeah,
how much you want because it's too long.
I
So
understood most of it.
almost.
Like 95% I've understood, but maybe some terms here and there. Like I can't quite remember like the terms now, but certain terms here and there. For example, until you said Chirapunji, like the term you used for northeast, I didn't get it. But when you said Chirapunji and some other places, then I made that connection that northeast. But otherwise, I didn't get that specific term. So things like that. But overall, I understood.
Yeah. Do you understand what மேற்கு தொடர்ச்சி மலை means?
No, that those terms for places I didn't get. Agumbe I got, Chirapunji I got, Chirapunji of South you said that I got, but the term of that mala, that thing I didn't get. And I think you used a term for like places on a higher altitude. So that term also I didn't get. Not higher altitude that you used.
I mean, I don't remember saying that. I think I just said மேற்கு தொடர்ச்சி மலை and வடகிழக்குல இருக்கிற மலைகள், which is சிரப்புஞ்சி or மாசென்று. So மேற்கு தொடர்ச்சி மலை is the Western Ghats.
Oh, I thought
மேற்கு,
okay, specific term for okay.
மேற்கு is west. தொடர்ச்சி means continuous rain. So மேற்கு தொடர்ச்சி மலை is the Western Ghats. And I also mentioned something about the Tamil text. Did you understand that part?
Yeah, Tirukural you said. And you said that in that it's mentioned that rain is life-giving and too less of it is also problematic. Too much of it.
But did you understand the word ilaikanam? Ilaikanam.
I'm sorry?
Ilaikanam. Ilaikanam.
Ilakanam. Ilakanam. Yeah. Actually, I'm not sure if it's completely correct, but it could be. The thing is, this comes from the word lakshanam in Sanskrit. Ilakanam means, I mean, in the modern sense, we use it for grammar.
Okay.
Or, yeah, we use it for grammar. I shouldn't have said grammar, but then in literature, I didn't get the word for literature. I was about to say literature, and I just I said
That's ilakkiyam,
ilakanam, but
right?
it's.
Ilakkiyam.
Oh, yeah.
Sanga
Ilakyam.
Ilakkiyangal.
Yeah.
Yes, Sanga
Ilakkiyam.
Ilakkiyam.
Yeah, correct.
But also you said something like 2018 ல இருந்து கோவிட் தவிர
ஆமா எல்லா வருஷமும் did you get that?
Yeah. I did.
Like I literally want to, I travel to these places.
Yeah, I know, I got that.
So tavaru means like in this context it means accept, but tavaru means false, right? Wrong or false.
Yeah.
அது தவறுன்னு சொல்லுவோம், but we don't use that
Accept.
in normal Tamil. We don't use that in spoken Tamil. We generally say தப்பு. We generally used to we say தப்பு, but that is in written form. It's தவறு, which is wrong, and this is தவிர in written form.
Right.
Tavira is without except. But when we speak, we don't say tavira, we say tavara. Just goes tavara. We don't say tavira. அது தவிர வேற எதுவும் வேலை இல்லையா அந்த மாதிரி இது we say.
I didn't know this. But what if you say other vida? What would that mean? Other vida something.
In this context, it will not make sense because other vida na it's something like more than that. எனக்கு வந்து see I'll say எனக்கு காஃபியோட டீயை பிடிக்கும், அதை விட எனக்கு டீ தான் பிடிக்கும். இல்லைன்னா அந்த மாதிரி something like more than coffee I would like tea. In those situations you would say காஃபியை விட அதை விட எனக்கு டீ தான் பிடிக்கும். No, I can't think of any other word except for தவிர to say except in Tamil. In spoken Tamil, I can't think of any other word right now. அதை தவிர except that is what I would say.
So in Malayalam, you said, right, like other vida, that comparative form. In Malayalam, we would say adinekkalum. എനിക്ക് കോഫിയെക്കാളും ചായയാണ് ഇഷ്ടം. എനിക്ക് അതിനേക്കാളും ഇതാണ് ഇഷ്ടം.
And what do you say for തവിര?
So this same sentence that you said, 2018 മുതൽ കോവിഡ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്ന കാലം ഒഴിച്ചാൽ, we would say ആ കാലം ഒഴിച്ചാൽ. But that's a bit formal. I don't think we would say like that.
I just said 2018 தவிர, I mean 2018 இருந்து எல்லா வருஷமும் போயிருக்கேன், COVID year தவிர.
Yeah.
So just if you just had to say COVID year without, I mean except for the COVID year, what would you say?
That's a tricky question for me. Okay.
ഒഴിച്ച് I think
അത് ഒഴിച്ച്, yeah.
COVID year ഒഴിച്ച്.
അത് ഒഴിച്ചു നിർത്തിയാൽ, കോവിഡ് വർഷം ഒഴിച്ചു നിർത്തിയാൽ, no, we would say കോവിഡ് വർഷം ഒഴിച്ചു നിർത്തിയാൽ എല്ലാ വർഷവും ഞാൻ പോയിട്ടുണ്ട്.
ഒഴിച്ചു നിർത്തിയാൽ എല്ലാ വർഷവും പോയിട്ടുണ്ട്. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have Varsha with something that she wants to talk about.
It's not very like long and
okay.
I have thought too much about it, but I hope I can. അപ്പൊ ഞാൻ ഇന്ന് ഇവിടെ സംസാരിക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത് ഈ അടുത്ത് ഇറങ്ങിയ മലയാള ചലച്ചിത്രം ആട്ടത്തിനെ പറ്റിയാണ്. ആട്ടം ഇറങ്ങിയിട്ട് കുറച്ച് ആഴ്ചകളെ ആയിട്ടുള്ളൂ, പക്ഷെ അത് എല്ലാവർക്കും പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട ഒരു സിനിമയായി മാറുന്നു. ആട്ടം ഹോളിവുഡിലെ 12 Angry Men എന്ന സിനിമയുടെ പ്രചോദനത്തിലാണ് ഉണ്ടാക്കിയിരിക്കുന്നത്. അതിൽ എനിക്ക് ഏറ്റവും ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട കാര്യം എന്ന് പറയാനാണെങ്കിൽ അത് suspense reveal. I'm sorry, I'm using too many English words, but yeah, സസ്പെൻസ് വെളിപ്പെടുത്താണ്ട് ആണ് അവരേറ്റവും അവസാനം വരെ ആ സിനിമേനെ കൊണ്ടുപോയിരിക്കുന്നത്. ആ കഥയുടെ കഥ പറയുവാണെങ്കിൽ 12 പേരടങ്ങുന്ന ഒരു ഡ്രാമ ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ആണ്. അതിൽ ഒരു പെൺകുട്ടിയും 11 ആണുങ്ങളും ആണ് ഉള്ളത്. അതിൽ ഈ പെൺകുട്ടീനെ അതിലൊരാൾ പീഡിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. പക്ഷെ അവൾക്കറിയാം അവളെ ആരോ പീഡിപ്പിച്ചു, പക്ഷെ ആരാണെന്ന് അവൾക്കറിയില്ല. അവൾ ഇതിനെപ്പറ്റി തുറന്ന് അവരുടെ അടുത്ത് സംസാരിക്കുമ്പോൾ അവരാരും അത് അംഗീകരിക്കുന്നില്ല. അവര് പറയും, നീ ഉറക്കത്തിലല്ലേ, നീ എങ്ങനെ അറിഞ്ഞു, നീ സ്വപ്നത്തിൽ കണ്ടായിരുന്നെങ്കിലോ, നീ കള്ളു കുടിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു, അതുകൊണ്ട് സ്വപ്നത്തിൽ കണ്ടായിരുന്നെങ്കിലോ. ആരും അവളെ വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നില്ല. അപ്പോ സിനിമയുടെ അവസാനം വരെ ആരാണ് ഈ പെൺകുട്ടീനെ പീഡിപ്പിച്ചതെന്ന് വെളിപ്പെടുത്തുന്നില്ല. പക്ഷെ സിനിമ അവസാനിക്കുന്നത് അവളുടെ ഒരു ഡയലോഗ് കൊണ്ടാണ്. അവള് പറയുന്നു, എന്നെ വിശ്വസിക്കാത്തത് കൊണ്ട്, എന്റെ കൂടെ നിൽക്കാത്തത് കൊണ്ട് എനിക്ക് എന്നെ പീഡിപ്പിച്ച ആള് മാത്രമല്ല, ആ 11 പേരും ഒരേപോലെയാണ്.
Did you understand?
I think I kind of understood the whole thing, except that I don't know if the word that you used for PD picture is what I think it is, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I think pretty much I got the meaning of the entire story that you said, or the speech.
What about Shesh?
Yeah, I mean, I understood that you were talking about 12 Angry Men. You were drawing parallels to that movie, and that it would be some sort of a remake of that. I understood all of that, but where I didn't, okay, maybe I didn't hear you at the start correctly. Did you say that you like movies, or what was the start? I couldn't connect the start and the finish, because you started with what you like and then it went into the context of the movie. That was because that was a bit disconnected to me, because it went from you to something else. That was
no, that's what I did. I started by saying that I really like this movie. This came out a couple of weeks ago and people are starting to appreciate the movie, and then I went into the plot of the movie.
Okay, yeah, because I was by the end I was a bit taken aback. I was like, are you talking about yourself, or are you talking about the movie? I mean, I knew you were talking about the movie, but it was still I couldn't connect.
Good.
So when you began, right, you used the word. I understood that this movie released a few weeks back, but then at the first sentence that you used was some this. You meant this year. What was that? You said some like a movie called Artem released. It released a few weeks ago. Is the second sentence that you said, but then you said in the first beginning you said this something. I didn't understand. Probably I didn't get. Huh? Yeah. Sorry. No, Chalachitram is movie. You meant to say this year, I think. This year or this moment. It's something related to time. That is few weeks, but you began with something else, I thought.
I think
you said only that.
I think she said Eide. Eide means like recently.
Aduthu, I said.
Aduthu, you said. Okay, yeah. I didn't get that. I mean, I didn't listen to that properly.
Yeah.
But was there some word that you couldn't catch, Shesh?
Sorry, actually, I don't know, to be honest. I didn't focus on an individual word. I was focusing on getting the context. Definitely there were words that I didn't understand. I will admit that right away, but I got the context of it. Because that's what I focused on.
And Karthik, you understood almost everything.
Yeah, so Pidichu means rape, is it?
I meant
right?
like harassment. Yeah, harassment.
Harassment?
Not rape, harassment. But I think it's the same term that you use for rape also, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you. I somehow remember some other fancy Sanskrit term being used for rape.
That's like I think you're talking about Balal Sangam.
Yeah. Malas.
Yeah. Malas. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
no, nobody says that. I mean, nobody uses that.
Yeah.
No, but is this word like Pidichu? Is it similar to like Pidit in
Yeah, it's similar, but here it means like sexually assaulted.
okay.
Yeah. So when we say Pedanam, it all so Pedanam in Sanskrit would mean just what do you say, disturbing, something like that, offending, disturbing, something like that. But in Malayalam, when we say Pedanam, it's always related to sexual harassment.
okay. So that thing is also there. The words that both, even for some, in cases where Tamil takes from Sanskrit and Malayalam takes from Sanskrit, the same word, it will have a different meaning in Sanskrit. In Tamil and Malayalam, it is used in a different
Yes.
sense.
Like,
Like
for
I
example,
could think of
avasaram,
avasaram. Yeah,
samsaram.
avasaram is samsaram. Exactly. Yeah, samsaram. Something else also. I mean, there are plenty of words like this. Even I think Veshamam in Malayalam and Tamil means totally different things.
There was some.
There was, yeah.
What
I
does
think we should
Veshamam?
There
clarify the
was some,
meaning.
I think, is actually that is probably like a Tamil word that then I don't think there was some Sanskrit origin.
No, I think we should clarify the words for people to understand, right? So, avasaram in Tamil means to hurry, right?
Yeah.
Avasarapadadu.
To a hurry. Yeah.
Yeah, but for us it means like opportunity. Avasaram is opportunity. And
But
samsaram
then I
in
think that is
hmm,
the
Yeah,
Sanskrit meaning as
exactly.
well. I think across
yeah,
languages it means it's only different in Tamil.
Tamil. But
Yeah.
samsaram for us means like to talk. But in Tamil,
Mhm.
samsaram is like family,
Wife.
wife, yeah. And
Ah,
in Hindi it would be like world, I think, sansar.
yeah.
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 I mean, sure, these appear to be very different. The way that we're looking at it, they appear to be different. But if you look at the root and the or the context around the word, then I think you can see why these divisions have come up. Like
Mm-hmm.
sansar, like probably your life partner is your life. That's why it becomes samsaram, and then I can assume that that's how it
And
probably had these divisions. Yeah.
devasam is used for a funeral day or something, right? Like,
Yeah, funeral day, divasa. Okay, is that how? Is
yeah,
that what
because
you're saying?
divas is more like day, right? Divas is day. But when
Yeah.
you say devasam in Tamil, it's like the day of the funeral rites, right?
Yeah,
No,
funeral
it's not
rites,
the
or I would say
funeral
it's
day. It's
like
the
Shraddha. I would say it's more
it's the
like a
Shraddham,
anniversary.
anniversary.
Shraddha.
Ah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Mm.
So the word in Sanskrit, the Sanskrit equivalent would be Shraddha, but in Tamil we use Devasam. That's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's probably to do with that day, right? So
Hmm.
That's right.
it's that day, and it's just used for because it's Sanskrit and that divas, and it just gets used only for that particular sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
we use
Veshamam, you asked
as
what Veshamam means in Tamil. I'm not sure if I've heard it quite a lot. I'm not sure if every region uses this, but it means being naughty.
Ah,
It's
okay.
used for a kid. Uh, ரொம்ப விஷமா பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கான். Like we can say that.
Ah,
It
so
means being naughty.
it can also mean like looking. So Veshamam in Malayalam can mean two things. It can mean it's
Mhm.
something is very hard, or it can mean you're very sad.
Sad. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you
Veshamundo, you ask, right? Yeah.
yeah, so when you say like a kid is like doing a lot of Veshamam, that means it's very hard to take care of him. It can mean like that as well.
Yeah.
It means the same thing in Tamil, actually.
Yeah,
When you, it's hard to take care of a kid, which means he's being naughty or
naughty.
mischievous. Yeah.
Another word is mrigam, I think. So in Sanskrit, mrigam specifically means deer, but in
Okay.
Malayalam and Tamil, mrigam means like animal, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Mirugam. Yeah.
any animal.
It can be, yeah, it's any animal.
Yeah. Okay, so this was nice too. And I believe that from my understanding from this experiment is that the spoken variety is more easy to understand for both sides. I mean, it's not going to be the same grammar or the same words exactly, but it's way more easy to understand compared to the formal variant. So now we have like the last round and it's like a surprise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say some lines from Tirukkural and also some lines from Jnanapana. So Jnanapana is one of the devotional Malayalam songs. not songs, Malayalam works. So I'll see how much can be understood from both. Okay, so the Tirukkural lines are அருளில்லார் கவ்வுலகம் இல்லை பொருளில்லார் கிவ்வுலகம் இல்லாகி யாங்கு.
Can you tell it again?
அருளில்லார் கவ்வுலகம் இல்லை பொருளில்லார்க்கு இவ்வுலகம் இல்லாகி யாங்கு.
அருள் இல்லார்க்கு அவ்வுலகம் இல்லை பொருள் இல்லார்க்கு இவ்வுலகம்
பொருளில்லார்க்கு இவ்வுலகம் இல்லாகி யாங்கு.
இல்லாகி யாங்கு.
So let's give the first turn to Varsha to see if she understood something.
I understood ulagam. And I think that last part, illagi, that part, I think that means, like in Malayalam, if I have to say illandavum, is that what it means?
I think it's similar. I mean, I'm not very
Could
certain
you tell
about
us what is
exact
what word you said in Malayalam? Could you tell us what that is in English?
Illandavum
will not exist. Will
yeah,
not
it will
exist.
not exist. Yeah.
Could be, that could be one way to look at it. Yeah.
Okay, so okay, now you guys can try guessing if you understood.
அருள் இல்லார்க்கு அவ்வுலகம் இல்லை. அருள் is something to do with God and his
Grace.
Grace, yeah, grace, correct. அருள் இல்லார்க்கு அவ்வுலகம் இல்லை பொருள் இல்லார்க்கு இவ்வுலகம் இல்லாகி யாங்கு. பொருள் is well. அருள் இல்லார்க்கு I don't know what the அவ்வுலகம், I mean அவ்வுலகம் is that world and இவ்வுலகம் is this world. I just can't get the context.
So I think one without grace cannot achieve heaven. That's the first.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And the second part would be one without wealth, porul, or wealth, or basically that kind of material comfort, cannot live in this world. So one without both is useless. That's sort of what I could gather from it.
I mean, okay.
Or maybe my interpretation is wrong, but that's
yeah. Okay, so the meaning I found, I mean, there are many interpretations for Tirukkural, but the meaning that I found is just like this world requires you to have like material wealth to be considered successful. When it comes to the other world, when it comes to the heavenly world, what you need is the grace of God, not material wealth. So there is no world outside. I mean, there's no world for you in the heavenly sphere if you do not have the grace of God. I think that's what it means.
Interesting. Yeah.
Okay, so now we have some lines from Jnanapana. So this is like from the starting verse of that. ഇന്നലെയോളം എന്തെന്നറിഞ്ഞില്ല ഇന്നി നാളെയും എന്തെന്നറിഞ്ഞില്ല ഇന്നി കണ്ട തടിക്കു വിനാശവും ഇന്ന നേരമെന്നേതും അറിഞ്ഞില്ല.
You got to repeat it again. I didn't get the sentences properly.
ഇന്നലെയോളം എന്തെന്നറിഞ്ഞില്ല ഇന്നി നാളെയും എന്തെന്നറിഞ്ഞില്ല ഇന്നി കണ്ട തടിക്കു വിനാശവും ഇന്ന നേരമെന്നേതും അറിഞ്ഞില്ല.
I think we have to go sentence by sentence because I'm losing. By the time you go to the fourth, I just forgot the first.
Okay.
So,
ഇന്നലെയോളം
okay.
എന്തെന്നറിഞ്ഞില്ല ഇന്നലെയോളം എന്തെന്നറിഞ്ഞില്ല.
Okay, I get the meaning of this sentence. ഇന്നലെയോളം എന്തെന്ന് അറിഞ്ഞില്ല.
ഇന്നലെയോളം എന്തെന്നറിഞ്ഞില്ല.
അറിഞ്ഞില്ല. Okay, do you want to go, Sesh?
No, I don't get this at all. I think I'll go with the next sentence.
Okay. Innaleodam endin arnila is something like until yesterday, we didn't know what was it, right? Something like that. Okay. Yeah. Fine.
Okay.
So, or would it be more like we didn't understand your importance until yesterday? The first meaning of the first one, no?
Endin is what? So, Indane Odam Endin Arinila is like we didn't know what it was until yesterday. That's the little translation of the sentence.
Okay.
ഇന്നി നാളെയും എന്തെന്നറിഞ്ഞില്ല.
ഇനി നാളെയും എന്തെന്ന് അറിഞ്ഞില്ല. Okay, so this is like we will not know what it is even tomorrow.
Okay, so next one is ഇന്നി കണ്ട തടിക്കു വിനാശവും ഇന്ന നേരമെന്നേതും അറിഞ്ഞില്ല. This is like one sentence, so I can't split it up.
Yeah, can you tell it again?
ഇന്നി കണ്ട തടിക്കു വിനാശവും ഇന്ന നേരമെന്നേതും അറിഞ്ഞില്ല.
Inni kanda.
Even if everything was to be destroyed or something?
Somewhat. ഇന്നി കണ്ട തടിക്ക് വിനാശവും ഇന്ന നേരമെന്നേതും അറിഞ്ഞില്ല.
കണ്ട തടിക്ക് വിനാശവും.
ഇന്നി കണ്ട, ഇന്ന് ഈ കണ്ട തടിക്ക്, word by word.
Is it something like even the destruction that we saw today, we wouldn't know?
Will it come tomorrow or something?
Yeah.
Will it come again?
Somewhat. So okay, so ഇന്നി കണ്ട തടിക്ക് വിനാശവും ഇന്ന നേരമെന്നേതും അറിഞ്ഞില്ല. So
didn't know we would didn't know it would come today or something like that.
So okay, I can say it this way. So we have this usage, right? We say adu tadikku kedana. We say, right, adu tadikku kedana. Adinu pa panikku ponda, tadikku kedana. What does that mean?
Oh, okay. So what today holds could harm you tomorrow. Sorry.
No, so when we say tadikku keda, that means like it's bad for the body, it's bad for us, right?
Yeah.
Or bad for the soul or body, that way. So what here it means is we do not know what happened until yesterday. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't even know at what time this body that we have is going to be destroyed, when we will perish. We have no idea. So it talks about the fleeting nature of the human existence.
Is that all? You said something else in the last, or is that all?
That's it. Like
That's it. Okay.
എന്തെന്നറിഞ്ഞില്ല, ഇന്നി നാളെയും എന്തെന്നറിഞ്ഞില്ല, ഇന്നി കണ്ട തടിക്കു വിനാശവും ഇന്ന നേരമെന്നേതും അറിഞ്ഞില്ല. So just to give context about this particular piece of work, so this is like about 500 years old, and what happened was at that time in Guruvayur temple in Kerala, most of the scholars used to write only in Sanskrit, and they didn't prefer like if somebody writes in Malayalam. So then there was this writer called Poondanam Nambudiri, and he wrote a hymn for Guruvayurappan in Malayalam. And when he took it to his superiors, they were not happy. They were like, "Why are you writing in Malayalam? You should write in Sanskrit." And then they sent him away. But then the person who sent him away, I think his name is Bhattatri Pada, so he becomes sick and he gets a nightmare once. And in the dream, Guruvayurappan comes and tells him, like, "Why did you send my true believer away?" Like, he's the one who actually knows how to write. He's the one who wrote with the actual emotion. So you should read it. So then he calls back Poondanam, and then he reads Poondanam's work, and then he accepts that it's really great. And then it becomes like one of the most important hymns in Malayalam.
Nice.
Yeah. So I think that's the last round. Hope you guys had fun.
Yeah, we really had fun. I mean, I think for me, I mean, I've been exposed to a lot of Malayalam movies and yeah, just the movies. So probably I've never spoken Malayalam to anyone until now, but I do know to read and write probably. So I get to read things in the social media or read some articles. So I think I mean I got quite a hang of what the Malayalam speaker was speaking. So I think and I live in the northernmost part of the Tamil country. I have no connections whatsoever to Kerala, so I can still do a good job, I think, with understanding a decent bit of Malayalam.
I think
For me,
exposure matters a lot. Exposure matters a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I've still not started speaking. I've not spent a lot of time in Kerala. Probably if I spend, I mean, I think the conversational language is something which will help you quickly learn many things in that language. I've just been exposed to movies now and then, and so that's how I picked up my Malayalam skills. So but yeah, I mean the whole point of the interest in Malayalam is because it sounds like from I mean just like I told like I loved rain from childhood. I somehow when I learned I mean when I listened to this language from my childhood, it sounds like it sounds like another Tamil. So it sounds so nice, and it's nothing. No other language is similar to Tamil. No other major language I would say is like more similar to Tamil than Malayalam. So that's how it is.
What are
my
your
community
thoughts, Varsha?
actually, yeah, that's right. So my family, we actually believe that we migrated from like Tirunelveli at some point.
Wow,
Uh,
same.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of I mean, my family specifically, we all speak like Malayalam and nothing else. But when I meet my older relatives, especially from my mom's side, there are a bit of like Tamil words that I can recognize. It's not entirely the Malayalam that we speak today. Uh, and in fact, like I'm a student of history and I'm doing my master's thesis right now, and my research is precisely this claim to a Tamil ancestry of my community. That is my research topic, and I'm working on that at the moment. And I also lived in Coimbatore for like 4 years. But I didn't pick up a lot of Tamil that time because it was a boarding school, so we didn't speak so much in Tamil. But I did have a roommate who tried to like get me to speak in Tamil. A little bit I learned, but it was very difficult. Like if you don't have someone to converse with, then it's difficult.
So I'd like to chime in as well. So just like she said, I also have some Tamil ancestry. My grandfather is actually from Madurai, and even my maternal grandmother, she traces her roots to southern Tamil Nadu. So many of our relatives actually speak Tamil. But when I was young, I never got exposed to Tamil because we just speak Malayalam at home. So when the first time when I went to Tamil Nadu, I really couldn't understand what people were saying. I was very confused. My mom and dad can speak, but I couldn't speak. So then it took me some effort to actually like learn to read and write, watch some movies to pick up. So although it's similar, it's not like directly transferable. Like you need to put some effort to learn the language. Only then you can speak.
About the effort that you had to put in, I think though our languages might be very similar, at least in the sense of vocabulary over the years, but then the grammar has diverged a lot. So I would think, uh, I mean, though I said Malayalam is probably the closest language, major language to Tamil, I think probably Kannada has much more similar grammar to Tamil than Malayalam, because Malayalam's grammar is completely diverse. So it's like nothing else in the region, right? So plenty of verb inflections, and then that makes it more difficult for the average Tamil speaker to probably understand Malayalam, and for a Malayali to also probably speak Tamil in the correct grammar. Because if you put I mean, there are a lot of jokes on the internet, like how. You don't use the verbs properly in Tamil, and you end up it looks very odd, right? Like when you say a teacher vandiruchu, because you just have that one word vannu for
Yeah.
everything in Malayalam. If you just say that word in Tamil, it's going to look very I mean, it's going to look very bad, or it's something which we don't say here in Tamil, in the spoken Tamil. So those things make it much more difficult. The grammar has diverged quite a bit. Unlike maybe even Kannada is almost the same. I don't see much of difference in grammar between Tamil and Kannada, but Malayalam is not like that.
And what about Shesh? What are your thoughts?
I mean, I think this is great. Like, for me to know that, I always knew that Malayalam and Tamil shared a lot of words, but this sort of reinforces my beliefs. I've not had this kind of solid conversation in Malayalam or listening to someone speaking Malayalam in such a solid manner. other than the other Lankika video that we did. But otherwise, I think this is really good for me. Yeah, and of course, historically, I'm from Tamil Nadu because, like you guys, my ancestors were also about 250 years ago. They also came from Tirunelveli side. And then they moved towards the border between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu later on. And I've been born and brought up in Bangalore. We speak Tamil at home, but I mean, I can't say that my skills in Tamil are admirable. So this was a good experience for me too.
Okay, cool. Thanks a lot for spending your Saturday helping prepare this video.